We'll take a look at the city on the 605 freeway. This is Hawaiian Gardens on the southeastern end of LA County. It's the county's smallest city at just under 1 square mile. Before it was Hawaiian Gardens, around the beginning of the 20th century, this was known as the Delta. As most of Southern California was starting to grow by leaps and bounds, this area remained undeveloped for a long time. Being next to the San Gabriel River and Coyote Creek subjected the land to fairly frequent flooding through what was mostly bogs and thick woodlands. Its only use at the time really was to water farmers' cattle and horses. But things began to change during the Prohibition era of the 1920s, and that's also when we got the great origin story of the modern name. According to historian Tom Jacobs and his informal history of Hawaiian Gardens, a businessman set up a little fruit stand at the corner of what is now Norwalk Boulevard and Carson Street to provide food to ranchers who traversed the area on horseback. It was just a bamboo shack covered with palm fronds, and he served sandwiches and soda, and legend has it those in the know could get some homemade moonshine there as well. The little stand was called Hawaiian Gardens and flourished up until the end of Prohibition. The stand disappeared once alcohol was made legal again, but the name stuck. You've got to love an origin story like that. While most of the county suffered greatly during the Great Depression, that's when little Hawaiian Gardens began to grow up. Folks with only a few dollars to their name were drawn here by extremely cheap land. Dirt lots could be had for as little as $10. The marshland gave way to farms and a growing community of pioneering people looking for any opportunity. All the roads were dirt back then except Norwalk Boulevard. Electricity was a luxury. Nobody had natural gas, and there was still the issue of flooding from the creek and river. And while dams helped control the San Gabriel River in the lead up to World War II, Coyote Creek would not be tamed until right around when Hawaiian Gardens incorporated. The post-World War II boom times hit Hawaiian Gardens too. Residents fended off annexation attempts from Long Beach, Lakewood, and Artesia before deciding to become their own city in 1964. It was only then that all the roads would finally be paved and work finished to corral Coyote Creek. Fast forward to the modern day, and the tiny city is home to about 14,000 people. The government says that they're in the midst of a big plan to make the city more walkable and pedestrian-friendly. This is one of the few cities in LA County that has legalized card casinos, and the Gardens Casino is not only the city's largest employer and largest business, but also provides more than half of the city's tax revenue. A spunky little city on the border of Orange County, hgcity.org if you're curious to learn more about LA's smallest city of Hawaiian Gardens. Taking a look at this from SkyCal, I'm Desmond Shaw.